Conner, I've seen a lot of your games, high school and college. I've never seen you play like that. When you're going through that, what are you thinking? Are you thinking, I'm just one play away from getting back? What's going through your mind?
I mean, I take it back to my baseball days. So what, next pitch? I mean, that's how I've always approached any sport I play. Like I told my teammates this morning, point blank period, I have to be better. I mean, there's no excuses for how I played. Like literally point blank period, I got to be better, and that's what I told them this morning.
We'll go back behind the lights on the right side to Ben.
Hey, Conner, Coach talked about, having trouble setting your feet and maybe that leading to some of the accuracy issues. Curious if you attribute that to anything specifically, and I guess specifically on my end, how much of that, if any, mentally in terms of, I know if you stand strong and you push off and you take contact and maybe risk of injury, is that any part of maybe mentally what was affecting you in that way?
Absolutely not. I mean, I was ready to go. I'm 100%. My mind was nowhere thinking about any injuries at all. I mean, I got to be better with my feet, and I got to be more accurate, and it's simple as that.
We'll go front row on the right side to Travis and then Brent.
Yeah, I know Mark went down early. What did you see from the other guys that played center, and how seamless maybe was a transition was that?
I didn't see any problem. They stepped up. I mean, they play really well. I mean, it's the name of the game, football. It's football. People get hurt, and it's next man up mentality, and I feel like they did a really good job at that.
And why did you feel like it's important to be here today and talk to us?
I mean, I don't back down from anything. I'll face it head on. I'll be the first one to tell you I didn't play the way I'm supposed to play, and point blank period, I got to be better.
We'll stay on that front row to Brent.
Gross question, I guess, but what prompted you to throw up during the course of the game?
I got hit in the stomach, and my stomach was spazzing. I guess it was like a cramp in my stomach. I never felt that before, and I just threw up. Yes, sir.
Yeah, and then moving forward, how important is it for you to kind of take that responsibility, that leadership role, and say, hey, I could be better moving forward in this situation?
Oh, I mean, I feel like I've been doing that since day one, since the day I got back from my injury. And being back healthy, I felt like I've been a leader in that locker room, and everyone looks to me, and I take that with a sense of pride, and I feel that responsibility, and I hold that responsibility near and dear to my heart, and I got to be that guy. And like I told him this morning, I'm going to step up. I don't let one game define me who I am as a person. I don't let one game define me who I am as a player, and you got to go bounce back, show up to work today, and let's go.
We'll go one row back to Olin.
Kind of with that in mind. So what was the last day and a half like for you? Is it something that you just get away from everything for a while and just relax, or do you take a different approach? Because if you have a subpar performance, how would you respond?
I mean, it sucks Saturday night. The sun came up Sunday morning. Watch the film, get better, learn from it, and move on to McNeese this week, and we got to go have a hell of a game this week.
We'll go second row on the left side to Alex and then Cease.
Obviously not a great night for you, but just first game out there in Coach Klein's offense, what'd you think of it being in the in-game action?
I mean, it was good. I feel like we had a good game plan going in. We prepared really well. I felt like I was the most prepared I've ever been for a game going into a game, and like I said, I just got to be better. Simple as that.
Good baseball analogy. You've probably never been 0 for 8, but a lot of times people go 0 for 8, 0 for 10. They press. Looking back, did you feel you pressed at all Saturday night?
I don't think so. I was trying to take what the defense was giving me. I mean, stuff happens. I got to be better.
We'll go second row on the right side to Carter and then Luke.
Conner, what's maybe one thing you feel like from last game you can fix going forward? Is there like one thing you point to that you're like, this is something that's not going to happen again?
Just my footwork. I got to be better. My feet were all over the place after watching the film, and I got to hone in on my footwork, and that won't happen again.
And yeah, after the game, I guess, I don't know, after the game or maybe today, did you talk with the team at all just about, owning up to things or telling them a message? And what did you share with them?
No, that's what I just said, that I take full responsibility. I don't let one game define me who I am as a player, and I won't let that happen again, and I'm going to do all I can, everything in my power to not let that happen again, and we're going to come out this week and be a whole different team.
We'll go third row on the left side to Luke.
Conner, it looked like you had some good scrambles out there during the game. How comfortable do you feel during your legs during moments like that, and is that something you see being a part of your game going forward?
For sure. I mean, my foot is 100% fine. There's nothing wrong with my foot. I feel great out there. I mean, I felt like I looked good running too. I didn't miss a step, but take what the defense gives you.
We'll go front row on the right side to Travis and then Olin.
Yeah, Connor, I know Coach Elko mentioned some of the wide receivers not being able to get separation. What were some of those looks that the defense was giving you, and how do you, from the wide receiver perspective, can they kind of help make the offense click a little bit too?
I felt like they were open enough. I got to get them the ball faster, better spots, and let them go work. I take full responsibility on that.
We'll go one row back to Olin and then Brent.
Yeah, Connor, I'm just curious, when you were watching the replay and watching your feet, who were you with? What are they pointing out? And how surprised, or what was your reaction was to see what you were seeing?
Like with my feet?
Yeah, well, you said that, when you watched it, the replay, and you're watching your footwork and things like that, just I was wondering what your reaction is, what you're seeing, and who are you with, and what are they pointing out, and things like that.
No, I was just with myself. I mean, I've talked about this with Coach as well. He probably saw the same thing when we was watching film. I mean, he asked me what I saw from film, and that's the first thing I said, my footwork and accuracy. But I just feel like I was moving when I didn't have to. The pockets were money all day, and I just felt like I was moving off my spot quicker than I needed to.
So you weren't like with Coach Klein or something and going over anything in particular, you just watch it yourself and...
You know, we both watch it ourselves and come back, meet, and talk about what we saw, and it was pretty much the same thing. Yes, sir.
We'll go front row on the right side to
Mentioned
Brent.
Footwork, accuracy. What else did you see, in watching the tape and everything? You say, okay, I need to improve in that area as well.
I mean, that's about it. I mean, if my footwork's better, my accuracy's better, my completion percentage is better. I mean, it's a trickle effect, and simple as that. I can't put it in any other words.
So you're a guy who was here when I think Power was here earlier.
I think, yeah, it ended
Yeah.
like at the end of my freshman year, yes, sir.
Gotcha. So you've seen that. So what was that like to have that back as the intro as well? And how much of a surprise was it? Coach Elko told us he didn't tell
Now, he didn't tell so, which was pretty impressive because you know how quickly stuff gets out around here. But, yeah, it was cool just being in the tunnel and you hear it come on, everybody look at each other. We're like, no way. It was a pretty cool feeling. Pretty cool feeling.
We'll go second row on the left side to Alex.
So what was the demeanor and the vibe at practice this morning for you guys?
It was good. We have to show up, ready to work, flush it. Like I said, so next pitch, we got to get ready to go and have a hell of a game this week against McNeese State.